I'm Nathaniel Smith, and I'm doing another book review. And if you're wondering why I'm here in the dark, there's a very good reason for that. My book is about the dark. It's Doctor Who. Fear of the Dark. You can read that. That's what it's about. It's with... Ooh. Ha! And it's with Peter Davidson. If you can see that, it's awesome. So yeah, going on about this book. It is an amazingly awesome book. Like seriously, it's very, there's a lot to it. Let's just get through as quick as I can here. Because I'm sure watching someone in the dark with nothing but a flashlight in front of your face isn't the most entertaining things to watch. But, well, okay. Something mysterious happens in the TARDIS, and the Doctor has to go figure out what caused this mysterious thing to happen. And by figuring out what caused that mysterious thing to happen, they go to this planet. Sort of just at the edge of the universe, if you will. Like, one side of it's stars and all that, and light, and the other side, it's nothing but the dark. Complete emptiness and void. And below is this wasted planet of death and nothing. And they're on the moon. Yeah, they're on a moon of an alien planet. And they discover that miners are underneath the moon of this alien planet looking for high-priced material. And there they discover something very dark, very secret, and very horrifying. It seriously really is horrifying. So, yeah. And that's what it is. So I'm going to end reading a little bit of this. So you're not going to see my face for a second, but you'll see this amazing book in front of you. I think. See if I can get, maybe get a, I don't know. There we go. That works. Every dream exists on the principle of nightmare. Nowhere else but in the subconscious is the divide between comfort and horror so narrow and so fragile. It is almost as if a dream is just waiting to be toppled, its hopes dashed, its promises broken. Nisa sometimes dreamed of Traken, but the dream always tipped over into nightmares, and the nightmare always ended the same way. She would be hurrying through the gardens of the cloisters, calling for her parents, and warning them of the disaster she knew was coming, but no one could hear her. Worst of all, she couldn't even find her parents. In her dreams, her mother was still there, a half-remembered face made dear by the imagination, but in the nightmare, Nisa couldn't find her. She ran and searched every secret garden and grove, all the while knowing that the time was running out. Her father had disappeared, too. In his study sat a man with a dark beard and even darker eyes. He would laugh at her when she arrived, breathless and soundless. At every moment Traken vanished from the heavens, and she saw that, as if from a distance, the whole planet fading away into the awful blackness of space, as if it had never existed. Nisa woke up, breathing raggedly, the bed sheets tight around her sweating body. She was shivering. Although it wasn't cold, it was dark. But she had her eyes shut anyway. There was something nagging at her memory, something she had read in one of the books in the TARDIS library. Nisa usually stuck to the extensive science journals and textbooks, but she had come across this slender, dusty volume of earth poetry, wedged between Wisden's Almanac and A Brief History of Time. Only a few days ago it said Keats on the spine, and it had fallen open on a page where 2 lines had been circled in green ink. The thought, the deadly thought of solitude. For some reason it had struck her mind, and now she realized why. When Traken was erased from the cosmos, it had left her the sole remaining person from that world in existence. She had felt so very alone. She had felt alone now, sitting on her bed in the dark, listening to the hum of the TARDIS around her. With nothing else to distract her, she was able to concentrate on the noise, the soft reverberations of distance, mysterious engines powering the vessels. She could imagine that the engines were made quiet only by distance, that the almost subliminal hum was just the final echo of a massive churning machinery. Somewhere deep in the TARDIS, its ancient dynamos thundered with terrific, unending exhortation. Nisa found the image quite disturbing. Only then, did she realize that normally, on her waking, the TARDIS would automatically activate the lights in a room. Softly at first, gradually increasing the loudency as she threw off sleep, but now it was pitch black. She couldn't see a thing, and yet she had the feeling, growing in intensity, that she was not alone.